So, hallo und herzlich willkommen zurück zu Zurück in die Zukunft. Ja, wir sind immer noch in Emmets kleinem Labor und er bereitet sich mit dem mit dem Affinitätsmental, was auch immer, mit diesem Gedankenleser, was dafür sorgt, dass dich klassifiziert, ob du ein guter oder schlechter Mensch bist oder ein Faulpelz oder was auch immer, vor auf der Expo aufzutreten.
Hey,
Und
Emmet,
wir
I've got to go out for a while.
I thought Edna sent you to
besorgen
make
uns
sure
jetzt
I
noch
wasn't getting
Pelze.
distracted.
Oh, you'll be fine.
Skateboard. So. Okay. Oh, die beiden reden jetzt miteinander. Jetzt bin ich mal gespannt.
I see. Well, you certainly do know a lot about me, Mr. Sagan.
From one investigative reporter to another, Miss Strickland?
One might question your motives, but one can't help admiring your method.
Okay.
Can I talk to you a minute, Miss Strickland?
Surely. Excuse us a moment.
It's like this. That's all the questions I got.
Very well, then.
Jetzt könnte ich mit Arti reden.
Hey, Doc. Mr. Sagan.
Excuse me a moment, Miss Strickland. I've got her neutralized for the moment. How's the plan proceeding on your end?
About that gizmo you've got hooked up to the DeLorean?
The chronometric analyzer?
Yeah, what am I supposed to look for again?
A signal that it's done evaluating the time circuits. The analysis can take a while. Be sure to let me know when the light turns green, and I'll take her out for another test run.
It's about Edna.
Don't worry, she's not going anywhere right now.
That's good, but... Have you found out anything that can help me?
Only that she's stubborn, argumentative, and completely convinced of her own moral superiority.
Great, thanks, Doc. That really helps. What are you two talking about anyway?
It's a private matter. I promised I'd keep it between us, for the present.
Okay.
She isn't starting to get under your skin, is she?
Heavens no. The memory of her older self wheeling me into the reconditioning chamber is just too strong. The younger version is decidedly more attractive, though.
On another subject...
Less distasteful, I hope.
Is it true that you only had eyes for Edna?
At that time, I'm afraid so. I always tended to idealize the opposite sex. I was educated in a boys' school, and Jules Verne was always a little sketchy with female characters.
We haven't got time for a therapy session, Doc. Edna made a point of saying that teenage you looked great in her grandfather's suit.
I did cut a fine figure in that suit. She hated it when I got it dirty.
Was Edna right when she said you had a virtuous brain?
I do indeed. No criminal tendencies whatsoever. Solid citizen through and through. That's how I was able to go so far in politics.
Yeah.
Okay.
I'm starting to miss Kid Tannen. Horrible news, Doc. Emmett's gonna ask Edna to marry him tonight.
But that's not how it happened. She didn't get me to propose until much later, that night at the lake.
Something I said must have caused him to move up the timetable.
Great Scott! This time travel business is trickier than I imagined.
Okay.
I swiped this from Emmett's, your lab.
My
It's
anti-stick, anti-stain formula. I remember it well. I had high hopes for that concoction, until I discovered that it decays into a cloth-shredding enzyme after 12 hours.
That's what your younger self said. I think
Okay.
I'm starting to get a plan.
Ach, hatte ich schon.
No. After all, it's my history we're talking about. If I learn how you're planning on altering it, my resolve may weaken.
Okay. Wir gehen kurz zum DeLorean, checken mal das Licht.
Doc said to tell him when the light on his diagnostic thingy went green. Nope, no green light yet.
Gut. Ein Diorama. Ah, da mit Knöpfen.
Press button to experience Hill Valley's primeval past. Okay, if this dinosaur is called a Tanninosaurus, I'm gonna... Oh, whew.
Huh. Höhlenmensch, Vulkan, Knopf.
Times may be hard in Hill Valley, but our present worries fade into insignificance when we ponder our Pleistocene past. Is the wolf knocking at your door? Be glad he's not a Tyrannosaurus, king of the ancient lizards. And if you find yourself drowning in debt, well, you could be drowning in something a whole lot stickier, like the Hill Valley tar pits. This peek into the distant past is brought to you by Lamont's House of Urban, reminding you fur is forever.
Fur is forever.
That doesn't need cleaning. That doesn't need cleaning.
Ja.
It's a good thing I did this before Emmet's 12-hour time limit, where the cleanser might have dissolved the fur. Let's slip out of those furs, shall we?
Yep. So, jetzt habe ich aber alles. Oh, aber erstmal reden wir noch mit Artie.
Hey, Artie.
Hey, Mr. G-Man. How's the, undercover operation?
If everything goes as planned, we should be wrapping things up real soon now.
Well, when it's time for me to play my part, just say the word.
So you're the registration guy for the expo?
And chief accountant and paymaster.
Hey, you're coming up in the world.
And none of it would have happened if I hadn't responded to that subpoena.
Oh, ja.
You haven't met Sylvia yet, have you?
My contact person? Not yet. Is he or she at the expo?
I don't think so, and I'm pretty sure it'll be a she. Why'd you have to go and fire Trixie?
You think I wanted to? It's illegal for me to knowingly hire a Canadian for the job, and I don't want to be in trouble with the law again.
Ja.
I don't suppose you miss working for Kit Tannen.
No sirree, Bob. I don't know how I ever got mixed up with an abusive, gun-toting thug like that. He even stiffed me on overtime pay.
Keep doing what you're doing, Grandpa.
Grandpa?
That's our, code name for you.
Oh, ha! Funny.
Yep. Very funny. Trixie!
Hi, Trix.
Oh, hiya, kiddo. Say, wouldn't it be easiest if I just march up to that Strickland dame and give her a smack in the puss?
Well, it would be fun to watch, but it wouldn't get her to break up with my friend Emmet.
Oh, right. You got all the props I asked for? The furs and the diamond? And your friend's photo album?
Not all of them yet, but I'm
Was?
working on it.
Hab ich doch.
I'm itching to give Miss High and Mighty an eyeful.
Ich hab doch alles.
I brought Emmet's photo album like you asked.
Let's see. Gee, he's not bad looking. In an egghead kind of way.
Remember, I don't want you seducing him for real.
I ain't a cradle robber, kiddo. How about the furs and the diamond?
I'll get him to you. Hey, Trixie. Are these furs good enough?
Well, they're a little ratty, but, they'll work. Now bring me that
Okay.
diamond, and we'll be in business.
Okay.
Voila.
Say, pretty snazzy for a phony rock. Gimme. Keep that up, and I may take a real shine to ya.
I'd rather you take a fake shine to Emmet.
I'm working on it.
So, you got everything you need for your big scene?
Everything except for your friend.
Emmet Brown, redheaded guy about yay high. He'll be the one with Edna Strickland.
Not for long, he won't.
Great.
So. Was jetzt?
Yeah?
When does the expo
Not till
open?
tonight. Anybody without official business here, please get off the grounds!
Okay. Damit dürfte eigentlich alles getan sein.
I need to talk to you.
Excuse me, my dear. Yes?
About that gizmo you've got hooked up to the DeLorean?
The chronometric analyzer?
Yeah, the light's gone green.
Wonderful. If the systems check out, I should be able to take it for another test run. I've got to run a short errand, Miss Strickland. I suggest
Ich hoffe,
you
die
think
Lampe
about
war
what I've
wirklich
been
grün.
saying.
Oh, I will.
When did you land this time?
9 hours and 37 minutes ago.
Ouch.
Frankly, it started to get a little difficult to avoid running into myself.
Yep.
Still, the time jump yielded some interesting new data on the flux field. I'll run some more tests, and we'll see what we find.
Okay.
Nope, no green light yet.
Vielleicht kann ich Doc ja sein eigenes Notizbuch geben. Ah, shit.
That notebook belongs to Doc. The real Doc.
Ach so, okay. Dann habe ich gerade keine Ahnung, was ich tun soll. Oder? Was hat Emmet über die Lebensdauer? Nach 12 Stunden zerfällt der Reiniger in stoffzerfressende Enzyme. Leider hast du keine 12 Stunden, oder doch? Ah. Ja, gut, okay, da hätte ich auch drauf kommen können, ne? Da hätte ich drauf kommen können.
It'll be safe in there.
Shit. Okay.
I need to talk to you.
Excuse me, my dear.
Not at all, Mr. Sagan. Take your time.
Much obliged, Miss Strickland. Yes?
Yep.
Chronometer's gone green again.
Excellent. Let's hope this time my test run is a success. I'm sorry to desert you again.
Yes, well, you've left me with plenty to think about.
Okay. Nope.
By the look of things,
7 hours. I'm this close to identifying the problem. Guess I better crank up the old chronometric analyzer once more.
Reicht das jetzt? Ah, okay. Dann nochmal.
hey Carl,
I'm sorry, Miss Strickland.
Call me Edna.
about that gizmo you've got hooked up to the DeLorean?
The chronometric analyzer?
Yeah, what am I supposed to look for again?
A signal that it's done evaluating the time circuits. The analysis can take a while.
Yeah,
Be sure let me know when the light
yeah.
turns green, and I'll take her out for another test run.
So.
Nope, no green light yet.
Deponiere, Reinigung DeLorean und sag Bürger Brown, dass dieser bereit ist für einen erneuten Test. Okay, ich nehme die Sprühflasche.
Doc's trip aged the formula a few hours. Not enough to turn it to acid, though.
Dann Deponieren wir den Scheiß wieder im DeLorean. Oh. Und müssen ihn nochmal reisen
Firm
lassen.
in your intentions?
Hey, Carl.
I'm sorry, Miss Strickland.
Call me Edna.
Your chronometer's gone green again.
Ah, time for another test run. Miss Strickland?
Go. I shall await your return.
Any luck this time?
Depends what you mean by luck. My arrival time was off again.
By how much?
8 hours this time. Gave me the chance to take in 3 showings of Frankenstein. Good movie. A bit implausible from a scientific perspective, but I can see how my younger self would have been mesmerized.
What about the DeLorean?
Oh, yes. I did get one critical piece of information. The chromium elements in my circuits became unstable during the temporal shift. I should replace them with titanium.
Great.
Now, unfortunately, titanium won't become commercially available till the Kroll process is perfected in 9 years.
9 years?
But there may be another solution. I'm going to fire up the chronometric analyzer again. Then, while I'm stalling Edna, you can... Uh-oh. Where did Edna go?
The lab.
You better get down there before she makes the situation impossible. I'll tend to the DeLorean.
Age to perfection.
Das ist richtig. Ab ins Labor. Ich
Hey,
muss
Emmet,
das
I'm
Zeug
back.
da abstellen.
Oh my!
You know, I thought you were coming down here to keep Emmet focused on his invention.
Oh, she is. But she's generously scheduled brief canoodling breaks every 45 minutes to keep my mind fresh.
Time's up, dear. Let's get back to work.
Shall we?
Now, Mr. Corleone, what can I do for you?
Mr. Sagan says he needs to talk to you back at the high school.
He does? Whatever for?
He says he's got a lead on the speakeasy arsonist.
He does he? Well, I'm not sure anyone cares about that old story anymore. But I suppose I could spare a few minutes in the service of solving a crime. Will you be all right without me, sweetheart?
It'll be tough, but I think I'll muddle through.
Try to keep him focused. He's so easily distracted.
Don't I wish?
So.
There it is. I've been looking all over for my portable anti-stick, anti-stain formula. Where'd you find it?
Out by the trash?
That's strange. I haven't been out there for hours. Oh well.
Are you gonna spray your jacket? It's looking a little dusty.
Not until it's really dirty. This cleanser doesn't grow on trees, you know. Well, some of the ingredients grow on trees, but the rest are synthesized polycarbonate
Really
detergent
dirty?
blends.
I can do that. I'll wait until you're at the expo to show Edna what a suit-destroying slob you can be. Now all I have to do is figure out how to get this mind-mapping machine to say that Emmet's a degenerate criminal, and everything will be set.
Okay.
If I'm gonna take Emmet's mind map, I better replace it with another one. The mind of a degenerate criminal.
This kid Tannen's mind map, as captured by our mind map helmet.
You could tell he's a criminal just by looking at this?
No, but when it's fed into the mental alignment meter...
Okay.
Weird.
Weird nothing. It's science.
So this machine takes those little cards and tells you whether or not someone's a good guy or bad guy?
Kind of. Actually, the helmet does all the work. The mental alignment meter is just a glorified arcade machine.
So why not just go with the cards?
Edna says that people respond well to flashing lights and snap judgments. I can't argue with that. Every time I kiss her, I see flashing lights and lose all sense of judgment.
No kidding. Looks like you got a lot of hooligans.
About 90% of Hill Valley thus far. It's a little disturbing.
Looks like you got a lot of hooligans.
About 90% of Hill Valley thus far. It's a little disturbing.
Emmets Reiniger hat sich das soll den Anzug ruinieren. Worauf wartest du noch? Mach dich auf den Weg zu Emmets Labor und benutze die... Ja, hab ich doch. Da. Ja, er benutzt bestimmt die Dusche und nicht diesen Schnellreiniger.
Emmet?
What?
Your jacket's got a little,
No worries.
Don't you want to use the portable cleanser?
Oh, I'm not gonna waste my portable supply until I'm out of the lab.
I guess I'll have to wait until you're at the expo then.
Ich muss die Sachen doch irgendwie austauschen können.
I don't want to get that covered in any messy oil. If I'm gonna take Emmet's mind map, I better replace it with another one.
Da, Kids
Dan's
Gedanken.
mind map. If Emmet's map looked like this, I bet Edna wouldn't think he's such a model citizen.
Kann ich ihn mit Kuchen ablenken?
Hey Emmet, need a snack?
Desperately. What is it?
Some sort of algae cake. It's supposed to be nutritious.
Oh, I've heard of these. They better be really nutritious.
Nah, I don't think so. According to Emmet, this thing prints out mind maps. According to Emmet, this thing prints out mind maps.
Okay. Hä? Bin ich jetzt fertig? Ich kann noch nicht fertig sein. Ah, okay. Ah, super. Toll. Und wieder zurück. So einfach kann es
How's it
manchmal
hanging,
sein.
Emmet?
No time for small talk. I've got machines to tune and mind maps to sort.
Hey Emmet, got a sec?
Why, yes. In fact, I've got several.
Is all this new stuff what you're showing off at the expo?
Yes, it's our mental alignment meter.
Mental alignment meter?
Ja.
What's a mental alignment meter?
It's the most revolutionary piece of technology since the cotton gin.
What does it do?
It reads and interprets the subconscious desires of the human mind.
Why would you want to probe people's minds?
Why wouldn't you? Imagine being able to diagnose mental disorders with a flick of a switch, or detect the truthfulness of courtroom testimony merely by connecting a witness to a small portable device.
Your machine does all that?
Not yet. Frankly, right now, the whole thing's just a gussied-up potentiometer. But with years of refinements and a whole lot of investors, the MAM will be able to identify countless psychosis and neurosis, alcoholism, acrophobia, Oedipal complexes.
And?
And then we can set about curing them, of course.
Okay.
Of course. Anyway. Can't believe you invented all this in 2 months.
Well, like I said, there's not really a whole lot of inventing going on here. I just dressed up a $5 potentiometer with a lot of bells and whistles.
But
don't get me wrong, it does a remarkable job of telling whether a subject is currently liking or disliking what they're experiencing. But all the extra stuff about sorting out criminals from model citizens is mostly a bunch of hooey at this point.
did you make a mind map of yourself?
Of course. Take a look.
Eden is right. You are a model citizen.
At least as far as my invention's concerned. Confidentially, this whole enterprise is a little light on the hard science and a little heavy on the smoke and mirrors.
Could you tell me how this mental alignment meter works again?
Of course. Now, pay attention. Subjects put on the mind-mapping helmet, which I activate with this radio switch.
Check.
The subject is then exposed to a series of visual stimuli provoking positive, negative, or indifferent reactions that are recorded by the mind map printer.
Right.
Once a mind map is completed, it can be inserted into the mental alignment meter to pronounce judgment on the subject's mental state.
Okay, I think I got it. You look busy. Why don't we talk later?
Sure thing.
Okay. Muss ich jetzt noch mal eine von ihm machen?
According to Emmet, this thing prints out mind maps. Phew.
Ugh. Did the clamp fall off again?
Yeah.
Put it back on. Oh, I don't even know why I keep that bacteria tank around. Every time the clamp falls off the nitrogen tube, it takes a couple of minutes before I can get the stench out of the air. Whew.
Okay, ich glaube, ich muss ihn nochmal dazu bringen, den Test zu machen. Und muss dann bestimmte Dinge hier im Labor benutzen, um es einfach zu manipulieren. Ja, das versuchen wir einfach das nächste Mal. Ja, bis dahin haben wir eigentlich alles getan, was wir tun konnten. Was macht denn der Generator?
I'd be careful of that if I were you.
Why?
The rocket fuel experiment must have stripped one of the teeth in the hand crank. As a consequence, if you turn it for more than 10 seconds, it... Ow! Sends out an electric shock.
Er mag keinen elektrischen Schlag. Okay, alles klar, wissen wir Bescheid. Das nächste Mal versuchen wir dann Doc, beziehungsweise Emmets Gedankenkarte so ein bisschen zu manipulieren. Macht das gut, bis dahin. Ciao, ciao.